I do got one more thing for you. Have you heard about the rumblings? Because Vince McMahon has pulled out a metric fuck ton of money. He's about to pull out the rest of his shares in from not Endeavor, whatever it's called, the fucking TKO. He's about to get fully released, have no wrestling ties for the first time in maybe his entire life. Vince McMahon. So immediately, because some of the wording in some of the documents that were released in what Vince might potentially be doing with these funds, are leading a lot of people speculating that Vince might actually open up a wrestling promotion. What do you think about that?
We gotta stop. This is ridiculous. This isn't happening.
Dude, it's the most Vince McMahon thing ever in the world to do.
Okay. And he gets thrown out of his company,
yes.
right? WWE. He gets run out of his own
company.
He pulls out all of his stock.
He gets snaked. He snakes himself.
Yes.
Go ahead.
How is he going to open? And I know there's once you have this kind of money, there's a lot that just gets thrown out the window, right?
Yep.
How is he going to suddenly get rid of all these legal issues?
He doesn't care about them. He doesn't care about them. He really does. But here's the thing. He's going to beat them. He's going to pay this woman off and he's going to beat them. He's got NDAs for everything else. He's going to beat them, Toxic. I'm telling you, as sick as it is, I don't want him to. I want him to be. I want something to stick to Vince McMahon desperately. I just don't think it's gonna. There's something about this, man. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question, right? Yeah. And this isn't like a moral question for you. I don't my response isn't going to change.
Right.
Okay. After the first week, just out of morbid curiosity, would you keep watching?
I don't know. I got to be honest with you. I don't know. And here's the thing. The reason why Vince can do this is because he knows how. He has, so strategically, it's opened up for him.
I'm going to stop you right here.
Yeah.
We're not talking about 30-year-old Vince who, does all that. We're talking about a delusional 70-something-year-old man who had all kinds of wacky storylines in the last couple of years. We had what's her face, Naomi, out here singing Triple H's theme song off beat. Like
you're right.
I don't think he has it anymore.
What I'm not saying that he does. Let me rephrase a little bit. What I mean is, it's not that he can put on a good wrestling show. What I mean is he can put on a competent produced one. You know what I mean? Like, as bad as Kevin Dunn was with his shots and everything, WWE was still the best visual product in the game. And nobody knows how to make a live wrestling show like the man who created the format, and that is Vince McMahon. Now, whether or not the storylines will be good or insane or not, whether he'll make himself part of it, whether he'll meme things that are happening, all that I have no idea, and I don't know if it'll work. What I do know is why people will give it a chance is because of how it will look and present. It will not look like Ring of Honor, where you're always in, well, at least before Tony took control of it. It's not like Ring of Honor where it's threatened to give you eye cancer because the resolution and the quality is so bad. It's not AEW where like they really had to go through growing pains where they were just trying to be a blatant ripoff. This is not TNA. This is going to be Vince McMahon, who will go back to a traveling circus mentality. I don't know what to expect if he does, because there are a lot of people who'll still work with him. This week, the Rock and John Cena are taking criticism because they're still communicating with him. So I don't know. I think people will rally with him. People will still ride or die with him. And I'll tell you what's something else. If he were to do it, I think more people from AEW would potentially leave and go to Vince. As funny and crazy as that might sound, I think he still has some staunch supporters, Jericho being one of them. If Jericho smells the grass getting greener, he'll never go to Triple H, but he might go to Vince. And there's a few others, and I don't know what it would be. It would be a fucking insane asylum, but I don't know. I'm not sure he can't pull it off. I don't bet against him anymore. I just don't. He's insane.
You kind of have to though. Like I'm trying to figure out how this is feasible
Because
because not only yeah, but not only right. I get it. There might be some Chris Jericho's in his mid-50s. All right, he's not going anywhere. But all right, you're also if you're Vince, you're starting a wrestling promotion with a ceiling. Right?
You
WWE
are.
has no ceiling right now.
No, it
Okay?
doesn't. It doesn't.
That could honestly, potentially, if everything is done in some insane way, which would be really cool, go mainstream completely.
100%. I
Right?
mean, it's got the foot in the door. Because
Yeah, I know
how
that
is it
wasn't
not
possible.
mainstream when you have the most paid and lucrative blockbuster star in Hollywood as your marquee like figurehead? It's like they're mainstream. It's The Rock. You know what I mean? Continue.
But in a second, I want to play a game too. But,
Ooh, nice. I
but
like games.
where it's such an interesting idea. Like, first of all, I get kind of excited when a new wrestling promotion is becoming a thing that has traction, that has people behind it, that has a budget behind it, that's not going to be some kind of meh show that no one's going to give a fuck about. When you're talking about the person who built up wrestling as what it is today, I'm very curious to see what it turns into,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm gonna have to watch it. Like if that
Yes.
makes me a shitty person, who cares? Like I have to.
No, you do. And the thing is, I'm not trying to defend anything that Vince has ever done.
No.
I'm not. But they're no different than so many of the recruiting practices and shit that things were happening at the time. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying it would seem to all be consensual. Like everything was consensual with this last chick until Vince didn't cash the last check in. You know what I mean? It's just like it's hard for me to overlook that when something was okay and then they don't get paid, so it's not okay anymore. I'm going to look a little side-eyed at how vile the situation actually was. You know what I mean? But that's me. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm fucked up. I can admit to that.
No, I get that perspective. I'm just okay. Let's play the game.
Let's
Okay.
play a game.
What's it called?
What?
What's the promotion?
Oh. Ooh. Here's a surprise. I got you. I know what it'll be called. In a stunning move, Vince McMahon successfully
WWF.
sues. Yeah, it's going to
Oh.
be the WWF. Vince sues the World Wildlife Foundation, takes back the name, and reestablishes the World Wrestling Federation or Worldwide Wrestling Federation, WWF. That's what I think.
I think it's gonna be called Sewer.
What?
Sewer.
Stewart?
Sports Entertainment Wrestling Emergency Room. Sewer.
I could definitely see sports entertainment being in there. Sports entertainment wrestling. SEW. Good God.
Welcome to the Sue.
Welcome. Yeah, the letter that'll just remind me of Shorzy. Welcome to Vince McMahon Wrestling.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the looks that drive the girls wild. I got the moves that really move 'em. I said chill, up and down, that's fine. I make 'em hot. I make 'em shiver. Then need